Hi everyone, Michelle here from the Junk Journal Studio. I am making this super sweet little trifold today using some of the freebie journal pages and the All Things Roses kit that's in my shop right now. It is held together with this really sweet little belly band that's made with one of the free journal pages and then this beautiful framed lady from the All Things Roses kit. And then this is one of my freebies, which I'll show you. I'll do a little flip through of them here in a minute. Then we open it up and we have this little notepad made with all free journal pages, and there's some fun ephemera and stuff mixed in there, a couple of tags, some of the little bits and pieces from the All Things Roses kit, and then it just closes right back up again, and it's just held together with this sweet, super sweet little belly band. So that's what we're making today. I will be using my 3 out of my 5 pages of freebies. Mine are pages 47 to 52. They can be found with the link down below in the description box. There are 9 of us that have shared now, so only 1 left to share. So be watching for that. It'll be uploaded here in the next few days. The 52 pages of freebies are called, it has a page number in front of it, and then it says All Things Roses Journal Pages. So you'll have page 47, All Things Roses Journal Pages, or page 1, All Things Roses Journal Pages, so on and so forth. So if you're missing any of the page numbers, then you know you are missing some of the freebies, and you'll want to pop on over to the studio's design team. Look for the video that has the hashtag All Things Roses, and it is that video that you will find the link you were looking for to get the freebies from them. So there's 9 of them, plus me is 10, and so the 52 pages have been split between the 10 of us, so we have on average 5 or 6 pages each. They'll be free until the 29th of February, and then they will join my All Things Roses kit that's in my Etsy shop right now. So this kit is filled with fussy cuts, labels, postcards, all kinds of really beautiful pieces. Great as a standalone. Don't have to have the journal pages to play with this, and vice versa. However, they do coordinate beautifully together and share a lot of the same colors. If you would like to see a flip through of this, just check out the video I uploaded prior to this one, and you can see that. And then you can also go back one more and find a flip through of all the freebie pages as well. So I'll set that aside. All the links to the design team can be found below in the description box. They'll always be linked there on all of the studio's YouTube videos. So you can find that there. You can find the link to the All Things Roses kit that's in my shop right now. And you can find the link to my 5 pages of the freebies, which I'll just do a flip through here for you now. We have this beautiful antique upholstery fabric with an embroidered coral rose with the leaves are kind of have a bit of a hint of the turquoise color in it, and then there's a hint of the pink in the little swirlies, so it coordinates really beautifully with the kit. We have that in the large, and then we have it in a smaller print. I'll be using this today in my project. And then we have 3 kind of boring pages, but very helpful pages, just a little bit more plain, which is always a good thing. We have the coral, we have the pink, and we have the turquoise. So that's my 5 pages that are free. And again, the link is down below for those, but stick around. Let's make a project together. The pages that I will be using from the All Things Roses kit are this page here. This is what we're going to use for our belly band. And we use one of these pretty ladies on one of our tags. I think I should have them all turned this way. Sorry. Then we have one of our fussy cuts we'll be using. We'll be using a couple of stamps. One from that page, one from this page. We'll be using a couple of tea cards. we'll be using some labels from this page and some labels, oh, thought I had the other page. So labels from this page, and then this piece of ephemera and some of the words from that page. So those are the pages we'll be using from the All Things Roses kit. Then we'll be using some other pages that belong to the other design team members with their freebies. So this one here, let's see, that one is mine. This one is not. Either is this one. Look how beautifully they coordinate together. This one here is mine. I have that one for today's project, backed with this plain coral tea stained page. This one is not mine, but it's backed with my coral page. This beautiful lacy rose one is not mine, but is backed with that beautiful page. And then one of the pages of the freebies we are using today. Which one is it? I think just this plain one right here. There we go. So those are the pages that we'll be using today, so you can dig those out. And let's get started. We will start with making the cover, which is made from one of my freebies, and it's backed with this one here. And then another one like that, that will be our belly band that our pretty lady is going to attach to. And this is in the All Things Roses kit. So what I'm going to do is cut off our white borders, fussy cut this out, and then we will make the cover. Okay, so I have that all cut out. So now I'm just going to ink my pretty lady here. All three of these are printed on a little bit of a heavier cardstock. I'm in Canada, so we go by pounds. So it's 60-pound paper. We got that ready. We'll just set her aside and we'll make the belly band first. So we are going to grab this paper here and we are going to cut it down to a 1.5 inch strip. There we go. Nope. We're not going to do that. Don't do that. We are going to cut it down to a 3-inch strip that we are going to fold in half just to make a little bit more of a robust band. So just fold that in half. I mean, I suppose it wasn't really necessary because we're already dealing with 60-pound cardstock, but okay, and then we will glue it together here. Hope everyone is having a good day. It's super bright and early here this morning. Okay. I guess we can't finish that until we make the cover now, so we know what size we want it. So we will grab our next sheet of paper here. This is the front of the cover. This is the inside. We need it to be 10 3/4 of an inch wide, which I believe is basically what I'm left here after I cut off my white borders. Yeah, exactly. It's actually just a touch shy of 10 3/4. And then we want it to be 5.5 inches high. So we'll cut that down to 5.5 inches. Then we are going to be doing a little bit of scoring. So we want this, let's see, leaves down. We want this to be 3.5 inches, this back section right here. I could use my scoreboard, but I am just going to use a ruler here. So 3.5 inches. There's our half, 1, 2, 3. So if you don't have a scoreboard, just grab your bone folder and a ruler, and you can score that way as well. And then we need 3 3/4 of an inch from here to here for our center. So I'm just going to line that up with my mat again. And we're starting right here. So 1, 2, 3 3/4. So right about here. Wait, 1, 2, oops. 1, 2, 3 3/4. Yes, we were right. Okay. There we go. Give that a fold. Just kind of make sure everything is lining up really nicely. Now, oops. Like, why is that not working? Because I folded on the wrong line. That's why. I guess using a scoreboard does make it a little easier to find your mark. But anyways, it's all good. So there we go. So that is the front of our cover. Just make sure everything's lined up here really nicely. Give it a good varnish. Okay. Now, I suppose it would probably make sense to stuff it first before we make the belly band, and then we know how wide we want the belly band to be. So maybe that's what we'll do. We'll skip that for now, and we'll start with the inside. So we open it up here. In the middle, we are going to make our little notepad with our cascading pages. So we are going to need a plain one. I've got this really cool embossed background, one of the free journaling pages. A lacy one, and the rest I have all just backed with this plain coral page. This lacy one, and then this pattern right here, which is our first page. And then the lacy one we want as our last page. We're going to put this lacy page, so it's going to be boom, 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 just like that. So I will cut off the white edges, and then I'm going to cut a strip that's 3.5 inches wide, and then we will rip our edges and put it together. Okay, so I have my 3.5 inch. Did I do that 3.5? I'm saying it now. Wait. 1, 2, 3. No, I did it in 3 3/4. Again, let's take off another 1/4 of an inch. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. We have our 4 pieces, 3.5 inches wide. We want them to form a little notepad right here. So we want this top page here. Now let me think. We want this top page to come about 3/4 of the way down the length here. We need to rip them so that you can see each layer, and the bottom layer ends right here. So we want to start right about here. Kind of rip it on a bit of an angle just to add some interest. And then our next page, we want to rip just a little bit lower than that. So right around here. Then our next one. And our last one, let's see how we did. Oops. Oh, good, we got lots of space here. Okay, perfect. All right. So I just want to distress the bottoms of these. And then I have some lace. So we will cut this down. Make it a little bit long and we can trim up after. Super sharp scissors. Perfect. So there we go. So that's our little writing pad. Would look really nice if you sewed there, if you're sewing. Now I'm just going to just glue just the very top down. That way you could actually create, maybe we will actually, a little pocket down at the bottom. Or it's just another place to stick a photo or some piece of memorabilia. Our pocket is made with this sheet of paper here with the coral roses and then this really pretty rose lace on the back. We need it to be 5 1/4 inches tall. And 3 1/4 inches wide. There we go, there's one, and there is 2. Okay, then we want to come up about 1 3/4 of an inch up the side here, and then take it right up to the top. I want to leave probably about 1/4 of an inch here, so it's let's see, where's my prototype, so that it's straight right there, not such a strong point. So we're going to do them at the same time, which means back to back so that they are mirrored. We are just going to use our X-Acto knife and a ruler. However, you can use your paper cutter or whatever works best for you. So just grab my X-Acto knife here. Where is it? Oh, right in front of my face. All right, so yeah, just about 1/4 of an inch or so here. It's an ish, and then I'll just actually use my mat. About 1 3/4 of an inch high. As long as they're both the same, that's what matters. So, oops. Come on, Michelle, you can do it. 1 3/4, so there and about right there ish. Ish is good enough. We're actually going to use these for the second pocket, so don't throw them away. Now if we go like this, then we have this one for here, and we have this one for there, just like that. So let's stick them down. We'll use art glitter glue so it's super fast. Maybe let's do a little bit of distressing first. All the pages have some pretty decent distressing already on them. As you can see, the discoloration there, so super pretty. I really like that. So it doesn't take much to distress them and make them look old. And last, okay, there we go. So don't glue right there because it'll make our pocket too tight, and try and stay as close to the edge as possible so that we got as much room as we can for the tag. And then just kind of center it on this panel here, giving it sort of an equal bit of border around it. There we go. Oops. Perfect. Trying to stay as close as I can to the edge. Boy, those glues sure gum up fast. Trying to get somewhat of an equal border around the whole thing. And then for this pocket, yeah, there's a lot of really cool design team projects that are being made with all the freebies and the kit from the shop. Super cool. If you haven't checked those out, be sure to. We've got envelope journals and folios, file folder folios, and ephemera, all kinds of really pretty pieces. Okay, so we have that done. Ooh, you know what we didn't do? Ay. Aw, I forgot to put our pretty lady here. Oh well, it's junk journaling. Where there is a will, there is a way. We will fit it in. So we need this one right here. And then I actually have a stamp already cut out, but I really do want the one with the white rose. So I'm just going to grab that here out of our pages. There we go. So I just have one of these fun pairs of scissors that I use that create a really cool stamped edge. If you don't have them, you could just even cut just around, just past the border there, and then just distress it, or use your tear ruler, or if you have a deckled edge, paper trimmer. Oops, it's kind of crooked. Just trying to cut in enough that we don't get any of that border. There we go. Give these both a little bit of ink. If you really wanted it to be authentic looking, you could put a tea stained background on that after you print it, before you cut it up. There we go. Okay, let's find a way. They were up here. How much can I peel back? Ooh, I can peel back a bit. So let's tuck her up under there. There we go. And then the stamp, I was kind of hoping I could get it up in here. Yeah, I can kind of jam it up there a little bit. Next, we will work on our tags, one for each side. But before I get to that, I just wanted to do a couple of things. One, I noticed when I'm flipping up here, I only had that little bit of glue and then I stapled, but I should have stapled right to the very edge, because when I open it and close it, it kind of bugs me that it's not stuck together at the very top there. So I'm just going to remedy that. I want to take the tags, one from this side and one from that side, where I get a lot of that page, because it just really complements the tone of this card here, and it just kind of calms things a little bit up there. I really like the look of it. So we're going to use, now, what did I say? What did I say for height? I actually said width, but I want height first. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 3/4, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4 3/4 high. There we go. And then, what did I say? 1 3/4 wide. This mat is so hard to, 2 3/4 is so hard to use to measure, because there's so many lines. The mat I had before this one had way less lines, and I liked it a lot more. Oops. Well, yeah, we'll just work with that. I was going to take it from this edge, but why cut up another piece? That will do the trick. This page has that on the back of it, so it's backed already for us. Now we'll just take out our corners. Flip it over so we get the same angle on this side. Okay, so I've found our pretty lady in the pink frame. She was on this page right here. So I fussy cut her out and distressed the edges. I grabbed the Splendid Roses phrase from that page right there. And that's the one tag. Then on this tag here, we have this large rose fussy cut. Okay, so that's ready for that one. And then I have a label I want to put on this one here. Okay, so I have the labels here, and I'm going to cut out this one. These are really pretty because they have polka dots or really light damask or lace on a lot of them. Of course, they come with the one with no ephemera script or anything on there, so perfect for stamping yourself or just writing on it for journaling. Okay, so let's start with this one right here. I want to put this label here and this rose right about there. We will use the art glitter glue. I want to make sure that it's really stuck down well along the top, so that, or the bottom I should say, so that it's not getting caught when we slide it in and out of the pocket. So right about there. And this, I think I'll just wrap it right around. So we'll put that right about there. Fold it over. Pretty, pretty. Just going to give that a bit of a smoosh. I think she just fits on the tag without having to trim any. Yeah. Sorry guys, I have my iPad sitting beside me and it's on airplane mode, and so why it's still dinging, I have no idea. I find that all the time. I'm so confused when I try and turn notifications off because I so many times still hear it and I don't I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, there we go. Isn't that pretty? And then we're going to top them with the same piece of lace that we put over our little, oops, our little waterfall writing note paper. So that one right there. I stapled the other ones on there, but I don't like that look at all. So I'll probably sew them later, but for now, let's see how, yeah, about there. For now, I will just use glue and glue it on. Got another one here. There we go. Okay. I'm going to grunge them up just a little bit. I just really like that. One of these wasn't quite straight as this one here. Do I dare try to use paper scissors? Oh yeah, there we go. No problem. Okay, we'll use art glitter glue because it's good for fabric and it sticks fast. There we go. Super pretty. Okay, so that goes in this pocket. This in this one. Oops, did I not glue down the side of this one? Nope, I did not. Let's pull our tag out. I did on the other side. There we go. I'll leave her out just until that dries, just so it doesn't get stuck in there. And I actually forgot to put our bits and pieces on our pockets. So I need a postage stamp. Just grabbing it here. It's on this page, and then another label on this page. So we're going to put a label over here, and I want a pink one this time. Pink small one, that is. You could also use your little paper edge scissors as well. That would look nice. But I just want it to be framed a little bit with this brown, and I also want it to come off a little bit. I don't want the whole thing on there. So let's just chop, preferably straight. There we go. Give it a little bit of a distress. And glue it on. Should have put my pin back in there. There we go. Just adds a little bit of visual interest to that pocket. Here, let's poke our pin in there and see if we can loosen that up a bit. And then I want the label to go off as well. Just get a bit of distressing. And then I think I just want to cut just a little bit of the corner off. Yep, that will work. Actually, I wanted it a little bit lower. Yeah, that's fine. There we go, that's a little bit better. Okay, there we go. So we have this pretty lady in here, this pretty rose in here, and then we need to stuff these pockets. I want to cut out a couple of the tea cards. This one right here is one of my favorites. It's so pretty. The roses almost look like fine, delicate paper. We have that one. And then I want to use this one right here with the kind of scrollies. Little gold scrollies in the background that actually come from one of the free journal pages that we made a label out of. Yeah, so many of you guys have told me how much you love the kit. Thank you so much. It's always so fantastic when you hear how much your work is loved and appreciated. Makes my day. And it's so exciting to see all the new subscribers with the other design team members of the studio. Fantastic. Yeah, if you love the studio's digitals, then you'll definitely want to subscribe to their channels. Okay, now 2 labels. We have this label right here. And then I think I picked the larger label. Or do I want the larger one on here too? What did I use on this one? Oh yeah, I did use a larger one. Never mind, we don't want that one. We want this one. And we want this one. Perfect. Of course, these, there's nothing printed on the back, but you could print something on them or glue a backing page on them. Be a nice way to finish them. There we go. Give them a bit of distress ink. Put this one in here behind that. This one right there. And there we go. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? It's lovely. I love it. Okay, and now we can create our belly band. So I distressed around our belly band. Now I will just grab our little trifolds, and we are going to glue her on where they connect like that. So first, I'm just going to sort of put this here, and we want this to come, you know, midway-ish. So tighten that up. So we want the first fold to be around there. We don't need a strong fold, just a little bit. And then the next one, we don't want it too tight where it's hard to put on, but we don't want it too loose either. Probably like that, I think is good. So we can chop it right here, just leave about a 1/4 of an inch overlap. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, we'll use our art glitter glue so it's super fast. Be sure not to get any glue on your little trifold. There we go. And then our little lady. Well, I just cleaned these, but oops. Oh my. Okay, let's just take that off for now. And we want to kind of center her-ish. Fabulous. It's so pretty. Perfect. I sing when I'm happy. Okay. So I think she's stuck on there pretty good. You could print something on the back of the page if you really wanted to, so you didn't see that white. Okay, and then she just slips on just like that. Love it. Just taking a look at our beautiful creation. So we have this super pretty trifold. We slip her belly band off, open it up. We have a couple of beautiful tags. Some really pretty ephemera in the pockets. Our little writing pad, our stamp. Super pretty. Love it. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for hopping over to all of the Design Studios channels, subscribing, picking up the freebies. Don't forget, they are only free until the 29th of this month. All of the links to the design team members down below. Look for the hashtag #AllThingsRoses. There is a sale happening in my shop right now, so you can pick this one up at 25% off. It ends on the 29th of February as well. Don't forget, all the pages are numbered. Mine is page 47 to 52. You'll find the link down below for it. And only one more studio design team member to upload theirs, and then they will all be uploaded. So 9 out of 10 are available right now.